Are you ready for some football? Let's have a Thursday night party. Look, guys, the time is finally upon us. I smell pig skin in the air. I smell fantasy points a brewing. I smell the Niners on their way to the Super Bowl. But enough about that. You guys see what the video is about? I got some preparations. My oldest son coming over. I got my youngest son with me this week. My middle son, he's 21. He live up in Virginia. Is it Virginia? Yeah, Virginia. You know, he's a welder, pipe fitter guy, working on naval ships. It's just me and my two sons is down here. We're gonna be balling, so he gonna be my youngest son. You know, y'all know he a KC fan, so I had to tell him about the Kelsey news. He must know about the Kelsey news, man. He must know. So he was kind of somber. But it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a good game tonight. I'm excited. I know you guys are excited, so I'm not even gonna ask you. But as you can see, this video here is all about the grades, the Flawless Fantasy Football Listener League grades. Okay, like, you know, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Bill or somebody. I don't know if it was Freshman Squeeze. Somebody asked me. There's a couple people asked me. There's a couple of y'all asked me that I should grade it. A couple of y'all asked me to grade it, and I was like, nah, man, I'm too harsh. I'm too harsh. I don't want to do it, man. You know. But then I thought about it. You know, I said, you know what? The guys deserve this. The guys deserve this. And I want to use this as a precursor, okay? As a freaking precursor. This is, just by me grading it, you should look at this as like Yahoo. Well, better than Yahoo, obviously. Anybody else or Fantasy Pros grading your mock draft. You know, I can't go out there and call plays. I can't tell people who to start. Heck, it's not like I'm going to make the best start-sit decisions all the time. So some of these players can pop. Some players I don't like. Some players I do like, they might not do nothing. Hell, you look at Christian Watson. You know, it look like he's looking iffy for the game. Well, he's questionable, but, you know, we'll see what happens. But we're going to start off just like I think it's on in order from how it is on the standings. We're going to go with team known as BD. I'm just going to throw out some highlights of the team, some lowlights of the team, if I can say lowlights, and we'll go from there. All right, then I'll grade each team. Let's get into it. That's a 3-minute monologue almost. It's time to work. Known as BD. Highlights of the team are Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, and T.J. Hockenson. The reason why I highlight T.J. Hockenson this year, he's going to have so many targets. He did get paid, so you know what I'm saying? But Garrett Wilson, which is kind of mad about Garrett Wilson. Now that you known as BD, because I knew once I knew if when Tyreek dropped to me in the first, I was going to pick Tyreek. But if Tyreek was gone, I was going to shake the league up and pick Garrett Wilson at the 107. That's what you guys didn't know. But because I just wanted to build the team in which but when I had 7 and Tyreek dropped there, it changed things. But this is not about my team. I just want to let you know, Garrett Wilson's a nice pick. I don't have him in either league because I didn't get him in my work league either. I got to let y'all know my work league. I'll probably put that out tomorrow. But Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, and Hockenson were the team highlights. Now, it is troubling, known as BD, that you don't have any running back depth. No, you just have 3 running backs. You have Devon Achane, Gibbs, and Bijan. So, I'm going to be honest with you, that's flaky, in my opinion. You end up picking JT. You rostered him, put him in the R. You got him in the 8th. I beat it at 803. So maybe that can be the running back depth you need to help you out there, but it's going to be a hot minute for him, so it's kind of risque. So, and the wide receivers are okay. But because of the lack of running back depth, you know, because that may hurt you until JT get back, I'm going to have to give you a C-. All right? I'm giving you a C- for a grade known as BD. Next up, Canoa Bill. Highlights of the team: Josh Allen, Khalil Herbert, Zay Flowers. I'm gonna tell you, man, drafting against your guys, it was like, I swear it was like eight or nine against one. I swear it was like, I'm sure all of you guys must have watched that movie Jack Reacher, because that's all I thought about. You guys were freaking reaching. Flawless said that guy. I'm like, man, it was challenging, but okay, I wasn't mad at you. But I was like, man, these jokers wilding out. Kanoa Bill highlights are Josh Allen, Khalil Herbert, and Zay Flowers. Nice pickup in Zay Flowers. I'm going to be honest with you. Kanoa Bill has a nice full wide receiver. He has 4 wide receivers. CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Dotson, and Flowers. He only has 4. That's it. And he did pick up Mark Andrews at the 311. He's questionable. He's been dinged up this little off season. I have an issue with, I think it's going to be better receiving weapons over there. And I'm not in the business of chasing Mark Andrews, and plus he's hurt. So, but because you got Josh, you got Herbert, and you got 4, I can believe you got 2 star running backs, but I'm not looking at that right now. And I'm going to give Kanoa Bill a B, a solid B, all right? Next up is Team Ill Phil. Team Ill Phil, your 3 highlights are just Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, and I'm going to give you a possible with Ridley because he could possibly snap. Now, your running backs are shaky to me because you have C.H., Breece Hall, Kamara, McKinnon, Mostert, and Penny. That's kind of sus. But because you got Hurts and Jefferson, that may be able to pull you through. But those those running backs are shaking like a dice, man. You're gonna need Breece to be healthy. Got to see how things work out over there and see if Penny's the man. We'll see. I'm gonna give you a C. It was close. It's close to a C minus, but I'm gonna give you a C. Team Ill Phil gets a C. Next up is Freshly Squeezed. Oh man, this has nothing to do with with your starting lineup, obviously. But he made sure. Flawless is not getting Algerian Warren. He loves him too much. Okay, all right, you got me. Hey, you want to pull the trigger a couple rounds early, fine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you can't have everybody. That's my motto. You can't have everybody. But nice selection. That kind of made me laugh. I like this joker wilding out. You got wide receivers. You got Diggs, Metcalf, Amon-Ra, Christian Watson, and Nico Collins. Nice wide receiver stable. 5 wide receivers. The thing is, you got 4 defenses though. So, but I think I'm not sure if you dropped one already. Well, I'm just going based off the draft. And maybe you want that perfect defense. So you got 4. So one of them going to have a great matchup. But I'm probably sure you end up dropping one for something or whatever. If you haven't already, I believe you have. I'm not sure though. But, hey. No, I don't know. Maybe you kept those defenses. I'm thinking about another team. I don't know. Nevertheless, I'm going to give you a B minus Freshly Squeezed. I'm going to give you a B minus. All right. Good to go. Let's move forward. Big Blue Wrecking Crew. Let's see what you got there, Derek. Now, with that, pros about his team, I do like Daniel Jones and the Waller stack. As long as they're up, it can be wheels up for that team. He actually cuffed Waller, in case he glass out, with Higbee, that's a nice, very nice tight end too. Very nice tight end too. Because of everything that's happening there with Kupp, he should definitely get more volume. But you got a soft wide receiver core, in my opinion. Soft wide receiver core. They got three QBs. He ended up hitting me up about the QBs afterwards. Like, you got to let me know about that. Well, I'm gonna let you know about this now, Derek. Whenever I have a onesie position, whenever I have an elite quarterback, I would venture to say 9 times out of 10, I never pick another quarterback. Until maybe into the season or something like that, or close to bye week or something. I always want more chances to swing at the fences to be able to get a league-winning type guy. So if I'm picking a high pick on Mahomes, which I don't think I ever had Mahomes, or Hurts, I had him in his rookie year, but I don't know what round to pick him in. Or if I'm picking Josh or Tom or whenever I'm picking elite quarterbacks in the years I'm picking them, or Peyton Manning when I picked him in the first round, we threw 55 touchdowns. I'm not picking another wide receiver because I don't give a damn if they go against the Pro Bowl team. I'm starting the B. So to me, whenever I pick an elite quarterback early, I'm not going to waste another roster spot. That's the reason why I only pick one quarterback. Next up is the skeleton team. Team don't lose to me. Got voided at the last minute. We're working through it. Look, I've been through that before. I know how to work a skeleton team. Make sure it's a formidable lineup every week. And so trust me, it's not a thing. The only thing we got to do is just adjust the adjust the payouts, in which I'll get with you guys on the site about that. It's two different options, whatever. So again, see how I keep y'all involved. We're gonna make sure we vote on some things to be like, okay, yeah, this is how it is. But there's some things I think we should vote on to discuss amongst each other. That's how it is. I think that's the right way to go. But we're gonna skip past that. We're not gonna judge a skeleton team, but that skeleton team ended up getting Cooper Kupp. So I'm gonna have to pull Cooper Kupp out the lineup, obviously, right? So next up is Scotty Sleepers. Scotty Sleepers. He got his. I'm gonna talk about his highlights. His highlights of the team on Eckler and the Derrick Henry stat. But of course, that was thanks to Team Buffalo Funkadelics because he made a mistake in the second round, and I think he kept his Q on his Q list, and it automatically picked. I looked at the time; it automatically picked after the person right before him. So it took a wide receiver that was on his Q, vice who he truly wanted at that time. So, but he worked through it. You know what I'm saying? And he built the team around it. It's gonna make it sweeter when he makes the playoff and he start making some noise. Right, Chuck? Yeah, all right, that's right. But we're gonna judge it anyways. We're gonna judge Scotty. See how we got talking about Chuck. My bad, Scotty. We're gonna get right back on it. So I like the fact that you cuff both of your lead backs very smart. I can tell you got that flawless in you. I've been rubbing off on you. So good to go. You did that good. I don't like the receivers after Waddle and Higgins, but it could work. But it's kind of shaky with that. So I'm gonna give you a solid C. All right, I'm gonna take that into consideration. In half-point PPR, I thought the receivers could have been a little bit better, all things considered. So I don't know who you'd have picked there if he didn't make a mistake. If Buffalo didn't make a mistake, but I'm sure you'd have picked somebody fine. But let's move on. Kenneth Walker, Texas Ranger. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. If I could reach through the net, I was like, it didn't hit me until I started doing this video and started getting my research on. But I was like, man, when you pick Burrow at the 302, man, I'm like, mother. Good thing I guess I let the head out of bad. Should I? Yeah. Good thing I got Burrow in my freaking in my work league. But I wanted him here too, damn it. But you made sure of that, didn't you? But also I saw that when I was like, oh, he got Chase too, so he got the Burrow Chase stack. Ooh, nice. So it made sense. Then I couldn't get mad at you no more because it made more sense. And then you got AJ Brown coming back up in a second. Then you got so you get started with Chase, AJ Brown, and Burrow. So those are three pieces. Nice. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like though. Not do your do now. You know what I'm saying? Do your do. This is just me and my assessment. You pick Michael Thomas. I don't respect Glass Boy. No, he might have a great 2 or 3 weeks. But when he glass out, you might as well drop the beat. I mean, I ain't telling you what to do with your team. I would never pick him. But one more brittle injury, you know what I'm saying? He might well come over here and sit with me. Might as well. But Michael Thomas, I don't care for Michael Thomas. But and Leonard Fournette, you took a snag on Leonard Fournette. Now, I'm sure there's somebody else better to pick than Leonard Fournette. He's a free agent. Now, nobody's team. I believe he's washed. I believe he's droppable. That's your player, though. So, Kenneth Walker, Texas Ranger, I'm going to give you a C as well. We're going to move to Buffalo Funkadelics. Buffalo, this is Mr. Chuck's team, all right? Nick Chubb and Dobbins. Could have had Nick Chubb and Henry, which would have been very nice. But Dobbins ain't bad now, so I ain't trying to hurt you with Dobbins. But wide receivers are a bit moderate. But they could stay afloat. They could stay afloat, but it was kind of like, you could have got a C plus or maybe a B minus had you picked Henry over Dobbins, obviously to bump your grade up. So you probably would have got a C plus. You probably would have got a C plus because the wide receivers are still kind of shaky. But I gave you a C. Solid C is what you get from me, Buffalo Funkadelics. Next up, Beantown. Beantown, man, he went with the running back gusto. Here's my 3-piece with him. 3-piece positives are CMC, Mixon, and Pollard. So he's going, got the 2 running backs, so he'll be putting Pollard, one of them other running backs at the flex. And he has a moderate wide receiver group. Got Tua and Goff at the helm. 49ers and Cowboys defense, so he should have a favorable matchup. Very good, moderate wide receiver group. I'm going to give you A part of me want to give you a C plus, but I'm gonna give you a C. Almost want to give you a C plus though, but I'm gonna give you a C. But just know you almost got a C plus. All right, moving on. Waiver wire Jesus. Now this is just about the draft. It's not about what happened after the draft or anything else. The Mahomes stack was the what's it called? You can say the creme de la creme of this team, of this build. And then you got Najee and James Conner. He had told me basically like he had some timing issues, some refreshing issues, so he picked Najee kind of like in a rush. Nevertheless, that's who got picked. Arizona's going to be in a mess. Conner could score some points, but that's all they got. But it's going to be struggle points. I don't really expect Najee unless he plunges, he's going to hurt you, in my opinion. So it's uncertainty with your main backs. I don't endorse any of those wide receivers. They can be fine. They're gonna score some fantasy points, but outside of McLaurin, that's your best one. So that's just my take. That's just my take. So, but Kelsey got hurt, unfortunately. I just got, he's not playing tonight. But you guys know if you look at the wide receivers, I don't like none of those wide receivers. But Mahomes is good. Mahomes should still score you some points. Hopefully throw it to James Toney. I mean, for Kadarius Toney. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know if I'm going to start him, though. I'm kind of scared of that. I ain't got time for no L's week one. But I don't know. I just don't know yet. Torn. Is it he's going to do great or nothing? But anyway, waiver wire Jesus, I'm going to give you a D. Because those wide receivers I really don't like. And I don't like Najee at all. And Connor's not going to be knocking the house down. This has nothing to do with Mahomes and Kelsey. But that was the only part of the team that I actually even liked. So I'm going to give you a D. Because the running backs and the wide receivers were complete to me. They still got to play the game. Again, it had nothing to do with Kelsey being hurt. Just the players that were drafted. But that's just my take. Next up is Sir Flawless. Sir Flawless. The three-piece positives here are Tyreek Hill, Olave, and Lamar. I got my onesie quarterback, somebody I'm going to play every single week. Like I said, I was going to pick Garrett Wilson if he was there. But Olave was my second rounder for sure. If he'd got picked, I'd have freaking been so pissed. I mean, I'd probably end up picking St. Brown or something or whatever if he was there. But I like the Tyreek, Olave, Lamar. That's my three-piece. I have deep running backs. I took shots on Dalvin Cook and P. Ryan because one of these two, either, in my opinion, Breece Hall won't be healthy, and Javonte will. One of them two is going to not be healthy and going to lay it down. If so, it's going to up the value for one of those guys, and they're going to be every week starters for me. But neither one of them are going to start for me this week. My wide receivers, I got two great wide receivers, I feel, in Olave and Tyreek Hill, but I do need a third. Kadarius Toney or Dobbs or my new Cooper Kupp. He ain't Cooper Kupp, but he the new great with the crown. The new great white wide receiver in the NFL, Pierce. And look, man, I called this so long ago. But nobody gonna give him my props. I don't know if I'm starting though. He's gonna be the deep ball guy. I don't know what I'm gonna do though. I don't know if I'm gonna play. Guess what? I ain't gotta make that decision today though. And I got Fergie, which he's my tight end that I love this year, and it's basically getting the tight end for the Dallas. And I was able to get some San Francisco love in there with Warner, and got a backup tight end with Okonkwo. I think one of those dudes, Burks or what you call it, will lay it down. What's the dude name that came over there? DeAndre Hopkins. One of them two gonna lay it down. Okonkwo gonna be doing Okonkwo things, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna give myself a B minus. I'm gonna give myself a B minus. Having said that, that is everything. We could go back and we can look at the grades. And we look at the grades. We have known as BD with a C minus, Kanoa Built with a B, Team Illfield with a C, Freshly Squeezed B minus, C minus for Big Blue Wrecking Crew, C for Scotty Sleepers, C for Kendall Walker Texas Rangers, C for Buffalo Funkadelics, C for Beantown, D for Waiver Wire Jesus, and a B B minus for Sir Flawless. So the person I believe had the best grade is Kanoa Built, followed by Freshly Squeezed and yours truly. Look, everybody's team is pretty much tight and close at the end of the day. So look, they're gonna have to play the games. They the ones that are gonna have to produce the points. We just got to insert the lineups. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed kickoff. Don't get too turned. Feel free to you can hit me up. You can jump on the chat. You can do what you got to do. Let's enjoy it together. Flawless Fantasy Football, where you hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Man, you guys make it happen. See you on the next video where I talk about when I show and expose my my work leagues team that turned out so flawless. Can't wait. See you then.